G'day fellas, I hope you're ready for your extra daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with almighty Leopard, but not Leopard tier 9 or tier 10 or even tier 11, Leopard tier 5. And this is a very fun bugger to play with. I enjoyed this mother trucker quite a bit at my time in the game, and it has two guns. Now both of the guns are good, it depends what you are looking for from the gun. On the one hand, to go with the ratata gun and flank someone is loads of fun. On the other hand, you cannot shoot this gun from the big distance overall, right? So it hits only till 400 meters. Where the other gun goes, it is a proper 70 alpha damage gun with which you can slap from the longer distances. And pretty much both of the guns has their selling point. As an example, for free-to-play peasant, I would say that 70 alpha damage gun is better, and for someone who is willing to spend a bit more credits, obviously the ratata gun sounds significantly better and more awesome. Now, the ratata gun is, or an autoloader gun is significantly better whenever you are shooting from the close distance, so you are flanking someone and you are just simply slapping the living crap out of everyone. That's great and all is good, where the other hand, on the other hand, whenever the distance is a bit longer or bigger, I suppose to say, this gun is definitely feeling significantly worse. Anyways, I think in today's YouTube video we are going to showcase both of the guns and we are going to have some fun. How about that? And we are starting everything in the open map, where obviously 70 alpha damage gun would be better, but we are going to be okay. What the mother trucker, what was that? What was that? I'm not even streaming at this point in time. Man, I feel like people are sniping whenever I am going into the game, and then they are abusing me with subscriptions or donations or something. You can get a heart attack from this. Whoever you are, mysterious person, thank you. Okay, so what we are going to be doing, we are going to be playing aggressively over there, and we want to chase this AMX down for obvious reasons. As you can see, you can slap the living crap out of everyone whenever you are in the close distance, and then you are It's loads of fun and it is very enjoyable, but then you need to try to get away from whatever bad situation you may be, and right there you can say whatever you want. The situation is far away from being ideal, and we are just simply trying to run away before it's too late. We claim the light tank life, everything is okay, but do you see this Armageddon? I see that and I feel that. I can tell you that much. Good, we eliminated the light tank and we escaped unharmed. That is very good. Now, we need to be smart. We need to be smart, fellas. We definitely need to be smart. How we could get some more use of all of this? Man, that was risky. That was very risky, fellas. I think slapping the Jackson in the side could be a very good decision. Yop, tararai, what is happening? I'm not even streaming. Fellas, you see what I need to go through? You can get a heart attack from this stuff. You can get straight up a heart attack from this stuff. I'm telling you. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Okay. What is the decision for us in this situation? I believe the decision is very simple. We are just eliminating the Jackson. We are trying to slap the living crap out of him, and we are going to be feeling alright. Good. Chinukai is going to be the next mother trucker who will take one for the team, because from the magazine we can do a lot of damage, fellas, and this is exactly what we want to see. Chinukai is nearby, we want to set auto aim, and we just want to eliminate him from the game. You see what I'm talking about? And how much fun there is to play with this vehicle in this way. This may not be the most competitive way to play with this tank, but I can promise you that it is hell of a fun way to play with a vehicle. And sometimes competitivity is not as important as fun, at least in my opinion, and I think that this mother trucking tank should be played this way. I truly believe in that, and I think that this is just way more, well, maybe not way more reliable way, but way more fun way to play. And ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? You are just flanking mother truckers and you are just ratata them in the side, in the butt, in the face, call it however you want to. You can have loads of fun. And this is a selling point of Leopard with this gun, at least in my opinion, okay? This is a lot of fun to play with this tank. It truly is. And even though, let's get real, the shooting gold ammunition would be significantly more beneficial because we are 95 penetrationists and when we are 105 penetrationists, there is a bit of the difference, right? We are playing with a standard ammo and we are having loads of fun. But obviously we are having loads of fun because enemy team doesn't really have a team as well. So we need to keep this in mind. Look at this beauty. We just simply slapped him for 275 straight up whenever he is escaping. There is nothing not to like about this. Absolutely nothing not to like about this. A lot of fun and quite an enjoyable gaming experience, if you would ask me. Good, and now we are going for the last mother trucker of the game, which would be Lev Hash. He missed the shot. Unfortunate, we are setting auto aim and we are ramming him to death. And we are dancing with our small PP into his face. Yes, yes, this is exactly what we are doing. You see what I'm talking about? So this is a selling point of this gun overall. Just pure pleasure, just pure enjoyment, and overall just pure fun, if you will. Very solid tank with a solid both choices of the guns. Now, after first game, first of all, we managed to win the game, which is absolutely amazing, and this is what we are looking for. We are getting awarded with a solid first class, which is good. Thank you very much. 1,500 damage, 400 assisting damage. We are first by experience. We are second by the damage, and we got ourselves a lot of profits. Although most of those profits are coming from completing the mission and other bonuses, you cannot expect to make credits with this tank between me and you. Okay, so keep this in mind. Now, let's go for round number 2. Okay, would you look at that? Prokrovka standard battle matchmaking is looking very good, but I must admit in this game, the 70 alpha damage gun would work significantly better, and it is purely because I would be able to slap the living crap out of the folks who are playing over there from the middle, or overall I would be able to shoot through the longer distance. Now this is going to be a pickle, and we will need to work significantly harder on spotting than, let's say, doing damage, but that is okay. It's not a big deal. Everything is okay. And since it is a lower tier, I would not act surprised if we would have a lower tier light tank now going up like this. This is what we want to see, and this is what we are looking for, okay? We want to see enemy light tank trying to get into the position over there. That's all we need. And as you can see, it is definitely the case. Beautiful. This is what we want to see, and this is exactly what we are doing. We are just making sure that whoever is getting there, he is going to get punished. Very good. We have done everything properly. Everything is okay. We did some damage. We got some assisting damage. Nothing to cry about. Now 2 seconds left, and we are going to make sure that we are eliminating this gentleman. Some assisting damage. More. Beautiful. We are feeling all right. We are going to come back to the same position probably in some time. And we are just simply waiting until Lux or someone else will try to do the same thing, because I have no doubts whatsoever that enemy light tanks are dreaming about this and they are thinking about getting involved. Now, very good information from what is happening is our guys over there. If they are getting slapped, which we can clearly see that they do, that means that there could be enemy light tank sitting somewhere in this area, okay? That is very important thing to highlight and to say. Now, after the shot, are they getting spotted? It doesn't look like it because they are shooting non-stop. So what we could do, we could try to get a bit more involved ourselves, and hopefully we will be able to slap the ELC BIS or MX-13 FL11. That would be very, very good. Meanwhile, we are getting spotted over there. Not a big deal. I am feeling completely okay. I have a feeling that there is a tiny chance that someone is sitting over there. That being said, we are going to go for a full blind clip. We haven't seen any of the splash. So what that means to us, that means that someone is sitting in this bush, or at least that's what I want to believe. So we are going to go for round number 2 where the clips goes, and I think I missed all of those shots. It's okay. We are just letting our team know that we have some other tracker sitting in this bush, okay? That's all we need to do for a full happiness in order to be successful and in order to dig someone, whoever is sitting over there. Beautiful. We have found the looks. Very, very nice. We have done the things properly, and now we are considering about getting even more aggressive over there, considering how many of the sniper schnitzels do we have in the back. Here we go. ELC is spotted. We are instantly unloading the magazine, and here you go. Beautiful. Actually, this gun works very, very well for us in this type of situation. I definitely cannot say that we are playing bad with it or something. I think we are doing a very, very good job, and we are able to spot the enemy forces who are sitting here in the back, right? And in the end of the day, this is exactly what we are looking for. Now, slowly but surely, we are trying to make quite a bit of pressure, just like so up front, and our mission will be to spot whoever is sitting here. And as you can see, we spotted the Panzers, we spotted the tier 4 triangle. It's completely fine. It is not a bad thing for us. We are just going through the open field as much as we physically and possibly can go. That is okay. We can see the side of his. We are eliminating him through the side. Beautiful. And we are finishing everything pretty well by getting a lot of assisting damage and by getting a lot of damage dealt for obvious reasons, right? I would say that this game was pretty perfect, if you would ask me, and I think that we have done a very, very good job, and this gun did not bother me whatsoever, considering that it was an open field, but we just did the things properly. We definitely read very, very well where enemy looks was sitting at, because there were no signs for us to pretty much know that, right? But that was a beginner luck, if you will, and we have done the things properly. Very, very, very good. I think this is an ideal video to showcase how to play with the looks, at least with this gun, right? Absolutely glorious and absolutely amazing. I am super satisfied with all of this, and I am very, very, very happy, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. So we finished everything with a solid ace, a bunch of medals, a lot of experience as well. Thank you very much. 2,000 damage, 2,000 assisting damage, or 1.8 thousand assisting damage. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got 92,000 profits. We have played this ideally, and also a lot of profits are coming from completing the mission. Now, our performance with a derb gun, or not with a derb gun, but with Ratata gun, is 1.8 thousand damage and 1.1 thousand assisting damage. But we played ideally, and what we have done over there is just very, very good, fellas. I really want to highlight that we have done a very, very good job. So if it is possible to take a screenshot of our performance with a Leopard with this gun, let's take it, and we will showcase that in the end of the video. And now what we are going to do over there, we are going to purchase ourselves a different gun for obvious reasons. And as a matter of fact, I would say for free-to-play players, or if we are trying to be the comedic ones, for peasants of the world of tanks, this gun can be a bit better, at least in my opinion. And the main reason why so, because you can shoot over the longer distance and you can penetrate more tanks, right? So this is just the right way to do the things if you do not know what you are doing with auto reloader or auto loader, right? Let's go. Okay, would you look at that? Save Heaven Standard Battle. Very, very good. Everything is looking okay, and we cannot complain about this. Now you will see a main difference between this gun and the other gun, because with the other gun we would not be able to play in this position well. We would not be able to do any damage to the folks that are playing in this area. Where on the other hand, the 70 alpha damage gun is going to work significantly differently, and it is going to be just significantly more powerful, at least in my opinion, right? So please keep this in mind. Also, where the skills goes on this tank, I think that for the most part we have like 2.5 skills. Apart the loader has more of the skills, if I am not mistaken. So it's not like we are playing with a maxed crew or something like this. It doesn't work this way, right? And once again, in this type of situation, all we are doing right here, we are just trying to punish this Leo over the distance, and we are trying to bleed him a bit of the hit points. Nothing too crazy, nothing unusual over there. Everything is completely fine. Now, obviously, you will see a bit different play style where the tank goes, because if whenever we are playing with Ratata gun, we want to be very, very close to the enemies for obvious reasons, right? With this gun, we don't really want to do that, or it is not the most important thing for us to be very, very close to the enemy forces. It is just completely unnecessary. We can do damage from the distance, and we are feeling quite well about that. It doesn't bother us, and we are completely okay. So all we need to do, we need to be smart, and we need to make sure that we are going to be punishing the Leopard or whoever else would be playing in this area. That's all we need to do. Meanwhile, we can clearly see the Churchill making pressure like this. So what we are doing, we are getting into the bush, so he won't be able to outspot us so easily, and we are going to be all right. I am pretty sure that we are sitting very, very safe here, and he has no clue that we are sitting in this bush, and in the same time we are outspotting the Mr. Chaffee, or we will outspot someone else who is trying to make pressure through the open field, you know, so that is completely fine. And since the Churchill doesn't really pay attention at us, or he's not playing in this position, all we are doing, we are... Oh, Zadimka, hello there, how are you doing? Okay, we can clearly see that Zadimka is very, very brave, and brave doesn't necessarily mean smart. He got himself into this position, good for him, and now all we need to do, we need to make sure that we are going to find a decent enough angle to punish him for his stupidity. Plus, on top of that, please pay attention what is happening. Churchill is trying to make pressure. Now Churchill is going to be a big poo-poo and a big pain in the butt, but it is okay. We are completely fine. Meanwhile, Zadimka is thinking about making pressure as well. Churchill is thinking about making pressure as well. We are kind of all right. And now all we need to do, we need to make sure that we are going to be able to do some damage for him, and here you go. We are feeling very, very good. We had plenty of the support, and I want to believe that this gun worked just fine in this type of situation. Now, all we need to do, or all we need to pay attention at, is to the enemies that are trying to make a bit of pressure over there, because we have plenty of the folks who are thinking that they are immortal and they can try to make some pressure, and this is exactly what we are looking for. Actually, I am going to get tiny touch closer here because I think that we can afford it, and our mission will be to eliminate this Panzer for F2. This is what we are going to be doing over there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's try to make tiny touch of pressure here. We locked our auto aim, that is okay. And now we are going to just simply make pressure like so. This guy is going for our tier 5 sniper schnitzel, which is completely understandable. He eliminated our sniper schnitzel from the game, and now we are going to eliminate him. That is okay. Even though I'm down to fartable, it doesn't bother me that much. I am feeling kind of all right. And all we want to do now, we want to try to start eliminating the P43 or Chaffee from the game. This may not be like a greatest score of all time, which is which is definitely not the case, right? It is not the greatest score of all time, but we are doing the things properly, and I want to believe that we are playing the game well. I definitely can't complain about this. Now, I would love to see a bit better angle over there. Beautiful, very, very nice. And now we can support our Panzer for Hash as well as we physically and possibly can, right? That's all we need to do. That's all we need to achieve here. Let's comment Panzer for how brave he was and that he realized that he needed to escape over there, which is completely fine. And now we are in a bit different pickle, if you will. We are fighting against the P-43 in this type of situation, and we need to figure out how we could punish this mother trucker and how we could do some nasty things for him. Luckily for us, he is trying to make pressure like so towards the cover 1 SA, and that pretty much means that we can start punishing him in the butt. That's all we need to do for a full happiness. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We have done the things properly, and it's okay. And once again, what we have done here, or what we achieved over there, is 2000 combined with a tier 5 tank, and I definitely wouldn't say that it was the worst experience that we ever had, or how we played the game. I think we played the game properly, and this is what this battle has to offer. And keep this in mind, the game isn't over yet. There is still quite a bit of the meat left on the bone, so hopefully we can get a bit more use. Now we are stopping here for a moment, and obviously we would love to punish this Chinu. This is exactly what I would love to see, and Chinu is just simply crossing through the middle of the field. I don't really think that he cares or he thinks about this game. All he wants to do, he wants to push that W key until he can, until he's alive and he can do that. And as you can see, his plan is straight up to go and cap the base, I would say. Guy doesn't give a donkey balls about this, I can tell you that much. He's going straight into the base, good for him. Let's let him to enjoy the game, and as you can see, now this is the moment whenever we are trying to slap the living crap out of him. It's not going to be that easy for him to eliminate us from the game, that is for sure, and we are definitely going to be way more annoying than he could ever imagine. And this is exactly what we want to do. New player in the world of tanks. He's shooting high explosives because high explosives are doing more damage, most likely. This is what he is thinking, and we finish the game very, very well over there. I think that we have done an absolutely amazing job, fellas. I'm feeling very, very, very good with all of this. Absolutely glorious. Very nice. So as you can see, both of the guns are definitely competitive, and both of the guns have some stuff to offer. It is a great tier 5 light tank. Obviously the ratings on the tier 5s are not rated for quite some time, but the time will come whenever we are going to be dealing with this for sure. Anyways, looking into all of this, 1,600 damage, 700 assisting damage, second class. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got ourselves 85,000 profits, although most of the profits are coming from completing missions and whatever else shenanigans. Okay, last but not least, Karelia standard battle. I would say that in Karelia I would rather play with this gun than Ratata gun. So that is a good stuff. I wish that Wargaming would allow to choose the gun according to the map. That would be absolutely amazing, honestly. That would be absolutely great. Okay. Let's see. First things first, we are sitting in the typical bush over there. We don't overthink too much. All we want to see enemy team doing something silly. That's all we want to see. Now, I would rather prioritize the position over there to see enemies crossing, like slow very heavy tank, like M6, Tiger 131, whatever, Churchill 3, just slowly but surely making pressure here. But as you can see, we did not manage to find literally anyone going like this, which is fair play. Now we are punishing the Skoda a couple of times, and we are hoping that we are not spotted. We are definitely not spotted, so all we need to do, we need to keep blind shooting the same position over there. We are making sure that we are not getting spotted by this T-50 for obvious reasons, and we are just simply focusing on that Skoda. Now, the rat-attack gun would not be able to do the same thing that this gun is able to do. I can promise you that. Whenever the distance is higher than 400 meters, you are not doing any damage whatsoever, so please keep this in mind. Now, what we want to do, we want to slap the living crap out of this T-50, but in the same time, I have a feeling that it may not be the smartest decision for the time being, okay? I have a feeling that it may not be the smartest way to do the things. Maybe it is. How about if we would just simply push in front and try to slap the living crap out of this T-50? Because he's definitely sitting somewhere over there. Yep, we can see him trying to escape from this position, and it is very, very bad situation for him. Obviously, he has 1 hit points. He has no hit points. Beautiful, he's eliminated. Very, very good. We know that Churchill 3 is sitting somewhere over there, but we don't really care about the Churchill 3 for the time being, and we are trying to make a bit of pressure over there. Now, why we are making a bit of pressure? Because we want to get a lot of assisting damage. That's why we are making pressure just like so, and we don't really overthink too much. Meanwhile, we know that Stug is making pressure just like so, so that means we need to eliminate the Stug. Beautiful. We are waiting for some time until we are getting unspotted, and whenever we will get unspotted, we will try to spot the Churchill, and I have a feeling that we should be able to do that. Churchill is over there. Beautiful. We spotted him. That's great, and now we have a Staghound thinking how powerful he is as a tank, right? And we are going to laugh from his power levels. We are not going to overthink this too much. We will make sure that we are outspotting this Churchill 3 once again for obvious reasons. And all we need to do, we need to get assisting damage in this type of situation. Right? He has an auto-aim locked on us, and he doesn't really overthink about anything, which is fair play from this gentleman perspective. Since it is a lower tier, you cannot expect too much. And all we need to do, we need to make pressure for remaining of the forces here. And since we are about to start slapping this T-34-85, we are loading the APCR ammunition, and now rest is history. In this situation, all we need to do, we need to just simply burst him, burst him, burst him, burst him, burst him. Now, you can see that the damage output of this tank is, or of this gun is a bit slower, talking about how fast you are doing 400, but overall, over the distance, I can promise you that with the rat-attack gun, I would not be able to do the same thing what I have done over there with this vehicle. I can guarantee you that, I can promise you that the situation would have been significantly worse. And now, last but not actually last and the least tank in this game, M6 is going into the garage. Beautiful. I would say this session was very, very nice, and this session was kind of perfect to showcase the differences between the guns on the Leopard Tier 5, and I truly believe that this tank is absolutely glorious and absolutely amazing. I truly believe in that. There is nothing to cry where the tank goes. Different players has different play styles with the tank, which I think is the thing which should be the case for most of the tanks in the world of tanks, and overall it was just simply perfection, honestly speaking. That was just simply perfection. Looking into all of this, 1.6 thousand damage, 700 assisting damage, that is okay. And we have 34,000 profits, although keep this in mind, most of the profits are coming back from completing the mission. So we showcased both of the guns. The performance with this gun was like so, and the performance with other gun, you can see right over there as well, so you can compare how did we played and what score we had. I think we had a better score with other gun, but to be completely honest with you, it very much depends on the luck and on the matchmaking which you are getting. Nevertheless, I hope you were very, very well entertained. I hope you had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed your extra daily dose of skill. And keep this in mind that this channel is not our main channel, so if you are not aware of that, feel free to subscribe, feel free to leave the comment down below, and obviously like the video. That helps channel a lot, and it definitely motivates us to create more and whatnot. Thank you, I appreciate you, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.